1-0 win away to Berkhamsted today. How does it feel to pick up your first win in charge?
I just said them before. I said I didn't know what it's like to smile before after a game. Sorry, but you know what? No one can say that was a smashing grab. We missed a penalty in the first half. We came away from home, long trip, with a very, very young group of players that just all bought in today. They've all bought in, and it's been a slow process. It's been tough. And just said to them in there, when you are going through bad stages and transitional stages, it's all about trying to find a way. But today we actually came in our opinion, we were the better sides for large parts. We got in some good areas. They're at home, they're always going to have 10-15 minutes of solid pressure, so no concern about that. But we came away and we put a proper performance in. Our centre halves were unbelievable, playing up against two big boys that can play. And midfield at times played some amazing stuff, and the forward lads caused some problems. So it's felt longer than it's actually been with the amount of games that's happened. But for us, just immensely proud of the group today, and they got everything they deserved. A lot of people can come to places and you don't get what you deserve, or you get a lot of negative. But today they came, they deserved, and they got what they deserved.
And in the last few weeks we've highlighted a few individual performances, but how important was it for you today to see that whole team performance?
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. And like I said to him in there, first and foremost, I'm so proud of him as a group, because we've been through a lot over these short period of time, and there's been real bad times in there. In the bank holiday weekend, and we're losing 5-0 2 games in a row. To come back from that, you know, I mean, the young lads and inexperienced lads and experienced players can struggle to come back from 2 games like that. So to come back and perform how they've done in the last 2 games, I know last week in terms of the result wasn't ideal, but the performance was there, and we're seeing good signs, and they've just gone and backed it up today. I thought when you look at it, even if we won probably 2 or 3-0, you couldn't really argue. But like I said, it's a great foundation. But first and foremost, they've got to enjoy it today. The club have got to enjoy it as a whole, because there's been, like I said, it's been a turbulent time, and now hopefully we can just settle things down, and that win will just help everyone. It will help everyone connect with the club and just see the positivity that we're trying to do. But we just made sure that we told him in there, it's no matter what we do and what we try and implement, it has to come from the players, and it has to come from their body language and their attitude. And every week and every time we turn up to training, they turn up and they try and listen, and they try and implement the things that we're trying to tell them. So like I say, they deserve a massive credit, and we're just really proud of them.
And Morgan made his debut in midfield, Ben made his debut in goal. Getting a clean sheet today, what would that do for the lads?
Oh, it's massive. That's not just for a goalkeeper. All his fundamentals were brilliant, by the way. His handling was fantastic. There was one in the second half where they've gone through. Yes, they are offside. It's a great strike, and even little things like that, just staying switched on, knowing things are offside. So he's shown some really good things as a goalkeeper. But for a team, we built a lot last year where we were on trying to be as compact as a unit as possible, and knowing that we're always going to give ourselves a chance. The lads now have seen that they can give themselves a chance in games. And we are just going to keep saying the word pride and proud of that group today, because, as I say, as such a young group, they're learning on the job. But also, and it's not stupid to say, what they have to understand in there as a group, this is the highest level this football club's ever been at, and they're the first group of players to take 3 points at this level. So they've done something others haven't done before. So they need to be proud of that. And like we say, it's a great foundation, but that clean sheet gives people hope. It gives you a thought going into every game that you can be solid. And for us, it allows your forward players to think as forwards. And actually, that's what I thought we've shown a lot more today. Are we going to sit here and say it was the finished article? Absolutely not, because there's a lot that can be worked on. But it is massively positive, and they deserved it. And after a tough stint, that group deserved it.
And we started today with Marley Fearon up top. He came off with a knock, and Zayn Hakeem was away today. So does that give you a headache for Tuesday, or?
Yeah, it gives us a headache. But before Marley went off, I thought he started brilliantly, and we'll have to check that. But it doesn't look good from the early signs. But we'll check that kind of over the rest of the weekend. But yeah, they're problems, but that's mine and Brad's job to continue to keep improving the squad, and that's what we're going to continue to do. And this group will need help, and we've always said that they'll continue to need help, and that's our job over the time to continue to do that. But performances and results like that just help lift everyone, just helps keeps the environment bubbling. But we said enjoy it today and enjoy it tonight because they've got to, because you know what I mean, it's a big 3 points, but we know that we've got work to do Tuesday, and before we know it, a game's there again, and we need to go and put in the same performance.